Hello. Anyway, I'm on holiday. So my first night of my holiday, we've gone dangling. Here's the rod, and there's someone fishing opposite. And then we got Judge Jeffries over there. Yeah, so we're a bit of a late start. By the time the rod's out by about, 7:30. It's not 8:10, but nothing on it yet. And I'm going to do some food, because I'm hungry. I've got lamb steaks. So I'm going to start doing some food and hopefully have a fish on soon. And then we'll start talking nonsense as per usual. Anyway, see you in a bit. And here we have the lambkin cooking. The little lambkin. Now the most important to remember when you're eating lamb is you need to picture it when it was live, running through the field, having a wonderful time, and then ended up on my dinner plate. I'll wait till you sit down. And here we have it. Lamb, smothered in mint sauce, got a salad cream, and a few slices of bread. John's going to eat now, because he's hungry. And he worked today. Yes, John was working. And now he's fishing, and now he's going to eat. Anyway, still no fish, but we haven't been fishing quite an hour yet, so there's plenty. They're pretty little views. Morning, everybody. Not that I woke up. It's cold in the night. Anyway, I still haven't had a fish, but I can't explain why. It does take a while for this place to warm up because it is a lot deeper lake than the other lakes we've been fishing this year. So it's the reason the water warms up quicker and the fish start feeding quicker. But it hasn't been the case here. Because it's a bit deeper and the water hasn't warmed up properly. That's my only explanation, but it's been nice to be out. It was cold in the night, I gotta be honest. And I'm not sure how long I'm gonna fish today, quite a while probably late afternoon. So got plenty of time. Should really get the rods back out. Well, they're out, but recast, if you know what I mean. Anyway, see you in a bit. I hope you enjoyed the pictures, because I took a lot of pictures in the dark last night. Lake views and whatnot, and playing with a new camera. I'm still half asleep actually. Well, anyway, I'll do breakfast soon I suppose. Anyway, we'll run out. Well, we just had a recast. There's one mid-water to the left. I can't be bothered get up my chair to show you where. Got one about 3 foot off that tree opposite. And we got one down the right down margin. A bit of a shake-up from last night. It was a little bit indifferent setup, but we've changed things this morning because we need it. Anyway, just had my breakfast. Sausage rolls cooked in the lamb juices of last night's lamb steaks. I don't know when I can't even speak. The sausage rolls, they were quite nice actually. They weren't sinewy in any way. Sinewy, what a wonderful word. My steak was sinewy. Anyway, someone might know what I'm talking about there. No one else will. Anyway, I don't know if any of you know, but I'm a qualified chef. I used to be the head chef at Oxford University. Not a lot of people know that. And yeah, I am a qualified chef. And that's why I cook these award-winning roast dinners, which I'm sure people on Facebook have seen, and get many messages offering me hundreds of pounds to cook for them because I'm so good. It's hard work being a qualified chef. Bags under my eyes. I didn't sleep very well last night. It was cold. I might have a nap in a bit though. Oh, shout out to Marge. Hiya Marge. Anyway, I definitely have to have a nap today. Don't know what time I'm going to stay till, but I gotta have a fish, I can't blank. Nearly at the end of it off Caveman Clive. Anyway, see you in a bit. Still no fish. Fishing since what, about 7 o'clock last night by the time I set up, and it's now 3 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. It's just crazy. The lake's full. I mean, like, loads of people fishing, but I don't think anyone's caught anything. Anyway, away from fishing, I just saw this funny video. It's completely stupid. It's a Thomas the Tank Engine video. I'm going to put it on after this. It is ridiculous, but it's really, really funny. Anyway, hope you enjoy Thomas the Tank.
Once upon a time, on the island of Sodor, there was a train named Henry. Henry was a freight train, and he pulled all kinds of important materials around. But then one day, Sir Topham Hatt had an idea, and suddenly Henry got longer and longer and longer. Henry got so long, when he rested, he started getting in people's way, and drivers got very angry with him. "I'm late for work. What's the fucking hold-up, train?" said the driver. A little old lady shouted to Henry, "Get fucked!" A little girl crawled underneath Henry on her way to school. "That tickled," said Henry. "I fucking hate you, train," said the little girl. A fire engine pleaded with him to move. "I can't move," said Henry. "I don't have any room." So they both just sat there and watched the children's hospital burn. But Henry was told he was much more efficient now, which is another way of saying profitable, and 9 miles long. He carried all sorts of things people needed, like medical bandages, corn, vinyl chloride, fireworks, a mysterious red substance, question mark, hand grenades, question mark, plugged-in space heaters, and all sorts of zoo animals. "What's liquefied natural gas? And why am I pulling 22 cars full of it?" Henry asked. "Never you mind," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I mapped this whole route out at home. That's a weird thing to do, and I don't really know how to respond to it," said Henry. "Just mind your business, like a good little rolling death machine," Sir Topham Hatt said. "Sorry, I'm a what?" asked Henry. Then one day, a wheel on one of Henry's tank cars started overheating. His engineer hadn't had a chance to inspect it in months. Henry was getting worried. "It seems my caboose is loose." "I can't drive with a loose caboose," Henry told the driver. But it was too late. "Oh shit," said Henry. Henry the freight engine became Henry the bomb train. Oh well, thought Henry. It could be worse. At least my tankers didn't explode. Meanwhile, on the other side of the island... "Oh dear," said Thomas. The explosion obliterated a significant part of the island of Sodor. Henry was so sad. Sir Topham Hatt had blood on his hands, but he didn't care. It wasn't his blood, and he could just wipe it off with all his new money. As for Henry, he was taken out of commission and put in a tunnel. But as trains can't die, he just had to suffer forever and ever. But I think he deserved his punishment. Don't you?
Yes, the sad tale of Henry the engine. Excuse the language in the video, you know, but because I don't usually, but I never swear on my videos, but there was swearing in that video, so apologies for the language, but it was funny. Anyway, back to more steaks for lunch. Well, a very late lunch, it's nearly 2:30. Went back to bed, believe it or not, today. I had another nap. Anyway, still no fish, but still been a nice trip. Nice. It's been more of a camping trip than a fishing trip, but it's still been nice to get out. Holiday tomorrow, down to the old Ilfricombe with Queen Honeypot. Honeypot, hello. Anyway, so get on my food and then we'll do some more ramblings about nonsense. Anyway, I'm sure we've looked at the bivvy before. On this bivvy, I got a couple. Look at this one. This is the Wychwood tactical bivvy. Might as well look at something because we certainly don't have any fish to look at, do we? But it's a 2-piece bivvy. I do have the porch on it as well. And inside you can see all my usual rubbish, including my last night's bottle of Stella. There's the porch. I have to get close to the water's edge to have a proper look. There's my gas stove from when I just did my cooking. And as you can see, it's quite spacious inside. Just have to ignore John's mess. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Camera at the front, John's mat, which hasn't had a fish on it, and John's fish. John's fish, John's rods. And the landing net. There is literally nothing coming out. Seen some movement over here. I did one cast into that open water area over there, which I said earlier. One off that tree, and one down the right down margin. Not right at the margin, at least a rod length out from that tree. But nothing's happening at all. It's really gave me down a bit. I will have at least one fish. Oh, still no fish. I'm halfway through packing down. I'm taking my time packing down in this weather because it's, well, look at it. Look at the sun. It's a sunny day. Anyway, away from fishing, let's tell a funny story. So it was New Year's Eve 2002. This is a true story, by the way, I'm not making this up. And it was me. So I was a young 20-year-old buck, whatever you want to call me when I was 20. Anyway, so it was me, my friend Carp, and another friend, well, creature more than anything, couldn't really call him a friend, he was an absolute clown. He was called Brannick. Yes, it's barely even a word, never mind a name. Anyway, we were thinking, where can we go for New Year's Eve? Oh, I'm being called. Sorry about that, I was being called. Anyway, back to where I was. Anyway, this creature, human, whatever you want to call him, Brannick. Anyway, he said to me and Kyle, he said, oh yeah, I've got tickets for Evolution in Cardiff. And back then, Evolution was, don't think it exists anymore, but it was like the big club in the country to go. He's like, oh, we got tickets for that. So we spent a fortune on a taxi down there. And when we were queuing, he's like, and then Brannick told us the truth. He said, oh, I haven't really got tickets. It'll be pay on the door. And he's like, well, it's New Year's Eve, it's not going to be pay on the door. So we get to the door and it's like, he was like, tickets boys. I said, oh, we ain't going. He said, so sorry, you can't come in. So we didn't have anywhere to go. We got all the way to Cardiff. Even back then, 22 years ago, a cab down to Cardiff was best part of 50 quid. And so we got a taxi into the centre of Cardiff because it was on the outskirts. And everywhere we went, it was like, tickets. Yeah, it's like, oh, so we couldn't get. We went walking down this side street, and there was this place, Club X. And we said to the guy on the door, he said, tickets? And he's like, no, it's just £10 on the door, boys. I said, oh, at least there's somewhere for us to go. So we go in there, we get a drink, it's rammed in there. And I'm looking around and I'm thinking, there's a lot of blokes in here. And the next thing I look to the side of me, there's two blokes there, tongues down each other's throats. Look across, there's one pole dancer, a bloke in nothing but his pants. Yes, we had gone into a gay bar. We got out of there pretty quick. It's quite a funny story though, but it was that idiot's fault for lying to us. It was a dreadful New Year's Eve. We ended up drinking in some 80s bar at the end of the night, and I just didn't even, I don't think I even told them I was going. I just walked out and got a taxi and went home. But one of John's funny stories. Anyway, still no fish, probably going to fish for another hour, but we've got ducks. I'm sure the duck police will tell me they're all male ducks. Anyway, hopefully get a fish before I go. Well, it wasn't to be today. In the last 24 hours, I blanked on Biddlestone in April. May. Blanked him in May. It looks lush, doesn't it? But no fish. Hope you enjoyed. And well, there's no fish to see, but there was plenty of rambling of John to listen to. And see you soon. I don't know when the next trip will be. Next week or two, probably. I'll squeeze something in. Yeah, see you soon.